Hey guys, just doing a quick video for the last section of the DI that is actually writing, which is the conclusion, where you're briefly summarizing the findings, solutions to the problem investigated. You're finishing off with one paragraph to remind the reader of everything that they experienced by reading your investigation. So there should be nothing new introduced here. It's a reminder, it's a reiteration. So you can see at this stage we have the introduction, where I was looking into the hypothesis that gamers have better reflexes than non-gamers. We had some research to support that. We're going to look at statistics, measures of center and measures of spread, and some histograms and box plots to analyze the data and make conclusions. We showed the method of how we got the data. We showed the maths. We showed the graphs, and we came to the conclusion that the hypothesis was somewhat supported, mainly based on the measures of center, but the measures of spread went the opposite way and showed that non-gamers were actually more consistent. Here I suggested that that analysis that I showed was just a reiteration of the main results. But the rest of the analysis, you need to go and find other people that support what you found, and you could possibly give reasons for why you got the certain results that you get. Discussion. You discuss the different assumption limitations behind the results that you achieved, because you're showing that you understand that your results aren't perfect. Your investigation was not complete and was only of a year 10 level, so that's the investigation as a whole. We are just concluding it, so conclusion. Probably Control U. It's always best not to start your conclusion with in conclusion, but there's actually nothing wrong with that. I like to start with overall. The results obtained showed that if only looking at the measures of center, gamers did indeed have faster reflexes, shorter reaction times in milliseconds than non-gamers. So straight away I'm addressing the hypothesis and saying what is the main result that supported the hypothesis. However, this was not the complete story, because the measures of spread did not support gamers being better, as they were less consistent with larger measures of spread for their reaction times. This is likely, so this is where you bring in your discussion, where you had many assumptions and limitations. This is likely because of the significant assumptions and limitations behind the method of gathering data, the data itself, and the P itself, and the people it was collected from. With such a small sample size and non-specific way of deciding if people were gamers or not, this may have caused the results to be less reliable and conclusive. In this case, the results are interesting, but to get more reliable and conclusive results, it would be best to collect data from a larger number and wider range of people. Ask them more information about their gaming habits and possibly collect data from both hands rather than just the preferred hand, as this would, as the hand usage is highly dependent on the type of games people play. So what you can see is I reminded the reader that our measures of center results agreed with the hypothesis, but the measures of center did not, because those larger measures of spread for the gamers. We discussed why we think those results were not so reliable and suggested ways to improve it. So nothing new, just a reiteration, but there, a fair conclusion for this type of assignment. So hopefully that helps you out, and I'll see you in the next video.